Hey everybody, welcome back to An Actor Shares. I'm Jorge Chapa. Thank you for joining me once again on this beautiful Monday afternoon, evening, whenever you watch this. It's freaking cold here in the Northeast. I love this weather. I really love this weather. A lot of people don't love this weather, but I love this weather. I grew up in South Texas, and it's usually hot or hotter. And this is a big change for me. So I love cold weather. I love snow. I love all that. But the problem I'm dealing with today is our apartment isn't evenly heating. So a little bit of our, living room is warmer than our bedroom and what would be our baby's room when the baby's born. That room is freezing, freezing, freezing. So I've been trying to get a hold of maintenance to get in here to take a look at it because it needs to be fixed. But anyway, aside from that, I'm doing great. It was my birthday weekend this past weekend. My birthday was on Friday. I turned 36 years old, which is it's crazy to think about it because I see a lot of this stuff on Instagram. Basically the 10-year challenge or the 10-year sort of time hop, whatever that is. And I look back 10 years ago, and 10 years ago was when I decided that I wanted to pursue acting professionally. And I've come a long way. I spent 2009 was when it was in the fall of 2009 when I did Of Mice and Men. I think if you watch that video, I should link it up on the bottom about how I decided to become an actor. But 2009 was the year that cemented my journey of becoming a professional actor. And it was shortly after that, a few months later, I met my wife. She was my girlfriend. I came to grad school in 2011. I graduated 2014. And I've been doing this professionally ever since. And it's been a crazy journey. And I remember, going back to 2009 and thinking, like my goal for that year was just to get the part of Lenny in Of Mice and Men. And I remember hitting the gym and reading all the plays, the books, everything that went along with it, just to make sure that I did everything that I could. And I need to get back to those basics of just, reading, and getting in tune with my body. And I mentioned that in a video before with my, New Year's challenge of, getting healthy. And the health part is part of the puzzle of an actor. And if you can't be within your body as an actor, then it's very hard to get into a character or in a role because you're going to be stiff, or you're just not going to be connected because your body is connected to your mind. So that's one of those things that I was thinking about over the weekend. And, getting back to the basics of having fun and reading a lot more plays and characters that I respect and writers that I respect, playwrights I respect, watching movies. I saw the new Kevin Hart, Bryan Cranston movie, The Upside. And, there was some bad reviews because I know that there was the French film that was done before it. But, it was a good movie. It wasn't bad. It wasn't, one of those that's going to win an Oscar or anything. But it was a really good movie. And I saw that those two people did this movie and it looked like they had fun. And I think that brought the most out of their characters between Bryan Cranston and Kevin Hart. And it was inspiring. So, that's just one thing that I gotta remember is having fun, seeing what I can do with a character. And it's good to see Kevin Hart do something a little out of his box, even though he did have his jokes and his time for funny stuff here and there, but that was good. Sorry, excuse me. But for me, I look back over the last 10 years and I'm just grateful for every opportunity and just surprised by how everything just seems to happen in just stages, just it happens when it needs to happen. It doesn't come, too fast. It doesn't come, I don't know. It doesn't like progress too fast or too rapidly for me to not understand what's going on in this business or in this industry. I feel that, um, it just, I'm at the right pace, at the right tempo. I'm on the brink of something big. What is big? For me, big was in 2009 getting the part of Lenny in Of Mice and Men. When that ended, I wanted to do a Shakespeare play. Luckily, I got to play, Don Pedro in, oh my God, I'm blanking out in that play. Not the Taming of the Shrew. Was it the Taming? No, it wasn't. I am so bad. I feel really bad about that. It'll come to me. Oh my gosh. This is really, really embarrassing. But anyway, I played that. And then, the next thing after that was like, what am I going to do after I graduate college? And that was just one of the biggest things was should I go to grad school? Should I try grad school? And luckily my wife, urged me to audition for grad schools. And, I needed to get into a grad school. And I wasn't just going to get into any grad school. I wanted to go into a school in a city where there's performances, where I can get involved in, the world of theater and film and TV. And I got into the New School for Drama in New York City. That was the big break for me at that point in my life. During that whole process, I tried to learn as much as possible. I, took everything that I could, the good and the bad, because there was a lot of both in grad school. And I could go into that in another video about grad school and some of the weird stuff we did. But the next thing after that was like, I remember the third year, I was like, I don't know what's going to happen, after grad school. Like, am I going to go teach at a college in somewhere in America? Am I going to try to act professionally? When we had our showcase, I didn't get any love. There weren't any managers or agents that wanted to work with me. I actually reached out to someone, my manager, who, on my own, and we met outside of that, when school ended, like a week or two after I graduated grad school. And then a week later, I ended up booking my first commercial. That was the next big break. And it wasn't a national commercial, it was a regional with potential to roll out to national, which is funny because it was a Yankees commercial, an AT&T commercial with the Yankees, and it was going to roll out national, but that was the year that A-Rod was suspended and Derek Jeter got hurt, and they didn't do too well, so they had to just keep it regional and not roll it out national. But I remember was like, was I ever going to get auditions, professional auditions? And then I ended up booking a commercial 2 weeks out of school, 3 weeks out of school. Then I wondered, okay, so is it going to be this easy on my third audition out of school? This is my big break? Am I just going to do commercials? Am I going to be that commercial guy? Am I going to be the Jake from State Farm guy? Am I going to be Flo? Am I going to be the next Mayhem from, Allstate? Or is it Allstate? I think Mayhem. Or Geico, I don't know. Am I going to be one of those people? But then I ended up booking my first TV show. And then shortly after, I booked the second. And then I thought those were my big breaks. And then I did my first movie. And there weren't big parts, but they were big enough. So now I've been doing more and more. And now I'm ready for the next big thing. Whatever that may be. And 36 is a great year. And I look forward to see what the next few years bring, the next 10 years, because I don't know, it's just such a crazy business, So what will the next 10 years bring? I kind of got distracted there at the very end of that last little segment, but what will the next 10 years bring? I know for a fact that in the spring, I'm going to have a baby. I know that I've gone in for some series regulars, and I've come really close to a couple of them, but nothing has landed yet. So, what is it? I'm writing a book. Will that get published? What will happen with that? Will I sell 1 million copies? Will I sell 10? Who knows? But the one thing that I know I'm going to be doing is I'm going to keep doing the most that I can. And I'm going to be doing that knowing that I have the love and support from my wife and my family and my friends. And the joy of having a beautiful baby pretty soon. So, here is 236, and to the next 10 years. Have a great week, and keep watching. Go ahead and hit the subscribe button down below. And thank you for watching. You know, I just started thinking a lot about what the next 10 years might bring, and I got all these ideas now. So I'm going to go ahead and work on some of those right now. All right, so take care. Keep watching. I'll be popping out another video in a few days about just life. So thanks for watching. Love you guys.